right, good afternoon and welcome. I also want to welcome these clouds up in the sky who are going to provide some shade on this incredibly hot day, hopefully some breeze as well. First, I'd like to invite up to the stage before we begin our ceremony to sing the national anthem, Paige Miller, and she will be joined by Caitlin DeGasbarrow as our ASL interpreter.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Excellent job, ladies. That was outstanding. So to begin our ceremony, I would like to introduce and welcome our Board of Education members who will be attending our ceremony spread throughout today. Joining us this afternoon is our Board of Education Vice President, Mr. Chad Griffith. Joining Chad is our Board of Education Secretary, Mrs. Heather Schaefer. Next, I would like to introduce and welcome Oxford Schools Administration. First, our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Timothy Throne. He's joined by Miss Denise Sweet, Assistant Superintendent for Student Services, and Mr. Kenneth Weaver, Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. Next, I want to welcome Oxford's principals, two specifically that I want to reference. Mrs. Janet Schell, Principal of Oxford Virtual Academy and Oxford Schools Early College. Joining us on stage is Mr. Mark Suckley, Coordinator for Oxford Schools Early College. I would like to welcome Oxford High School's administrative team, which includes Assistant Principal Miss Christy Gibson Marshall, Assistant Principal and Director of Athletics for Oxford Community Schools, Mr. Jordan Ackerman, Dean of Students, Mr. Ryan Moore, and Assistant Principal, Mr. Kurt Noose. I want to welcome Oxford High School and Oxford Schools Early College staff who are seated in the back of our graduates as well as spread throughout the stadium today, assisting and helping out with the flow. If we can please give them a round of applause. A very special thanks goes to John Schmidt, who is our theater technician, and Chris Gutowski, who is our Director of Performing Arts. All of everything you see up on stage here, from the sound to the stage itself to the seating, everything was coordinated by their hard work, their blood, sweat, and tears. Literally, blood, sweat, and a lot of tears that they had preparing for today. If we can please give them a round of applause. Joining Mr. Gutowski and John is Brian Brandenberry from Athletics, who has been helping out with the sound and the audio. OCTV is also here. They've been helping us with our live feed and to capture some of the footage of all of our ceremonies, and we really appreciate their help. Joining them has been Johnston Photography, located right downtown, who is capturing footage from today to put together a wonderful video that we're going to release to our public in just a few weeks. So those folks, if we can give them a very big round of applause. Also a huge help in setting today's commencement up Brian Brandenberry from our athletic department, as well as Oxford OCTV Community Television. If we can give them a round of applause, please. And last but not least, Oxford High School's administrative assistants. This includes Kendria Schenfeld, Nicole Welsh, Melissa Williams, and Dawn Sterner. We've all really stepped outside of our normal job duties in the last few months to put on our remote learning plan, making sure students have everything they need and that they're supported. But if there's any group of people within the district who really stepped out of their normal job duties and outside of their roles and went above and beyond, it was undoubtedly our administrative assistants. They did an amazing job, and we would not be here today. You may not have graduated if it weren't for our administrative assistants. They were phenomenal. And now I would like to invite up to the podium for our opening remarks our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Timothy Throne.
Good afternoon, class of 2020. And to everyone, on behalf of the Board of Education and the over 700 employees of Oxford Schools, welcome. Class of 2020, are you finally breathing a sigh of relief? Today is finally here. You probably had a whole bunch of different scenarios go through your head, but today is the day. This class and this commencement are special and unique for many reasons. Some are obvious and some are not. Special because each of you is here today and you have earned your diploma. Unique because of the environment we are in. But at the end of the day, it is you, the graduate, that has made today so special. So may you believe in yourself, may you play big. May you refuse to let anyone define you. May you see the need for you. May you rise to the challenge and then rise again. May you be courageous. May you let go of any negativity or criticism that comes your way. May you stop comparing yourself to others and start celebrating the you right here, right now. May you praise yourself, but may you always remain humble. May you risk. May you explore. May you leap if there isn't a net, and may you shine like a lighthouse. Therefore, I encourage you to go forth and determine who you want to be. Know that your family, friends, and the community of Oxford will be cheering you on no matter where your journey takes you. We will remember the class of 2020 with fondness. Go Wildcats!
At this time, we would like to draw your attention to the scoreboard for a performance by Oxford High School Wind Ensemble Woodwind Quintet, who, under the direction of Mr. Jim Gibbons, will be playing Andante Grazioso. Mr. Gibbons, I forgot how good these students make you look. It's the students. So at this time, I would like to invite our senior speaker up to the stage, Tony Pasillas. And based on that round of applause you received, students are excited to see him.
Hello? I'm gonna try and make this quick. It's kind of hot out. On behalf of Class 2020, I'd like to thank everyone who came out today in celebration of our graduation ceremony and for supporting us over all these years. But I'm Tony Pasillas. Some of you guys may know me, some of you guys may not, but we all walked the same halls and went to the same classes. It's crazy, graduates, we're done. We made it to this day we've all been waiting for. Looking back at freshman year like it was yesterday, there was the first class, the first football game, the first tardy, the second tardy, the third tardy, and so on. Then we had sophomore year where we felt like we finally fit in. We knew we weren't upperclassmen, but as long as we weren't freshmen, that's all that mattered. But unfortunately, the end of sophomore year took a crazy turn on May 27th of 2018. A graduate that should have been here today, our dear friend LaFrance Marshall, passed away, and it was hard on all of us and changed some of us. We all learned how quick life can change in a matter of seconds, looked at life differently, and learned to cherish everything we took for granted, because you never know when everything can change. But our class has came together and cared for each other more and had all the support we needed by our staff, and for that, I'd like to thank you personally for helping us get through this tough time. Even with these unfortunate events that had happened, we had to move on to junior year. We were all different, and not just from what happened, but we were growing up. In our junior year, we were finally upperclassmen. We were all happy because we only had one more year, but little did we know it was going to be our hardest year yet. We had quizzes and tests back to back, but we're not going to talk about that. After all that hard work, we got to this point today, senior year, the last year in high school, where we finally ran the school, even though we already did. We got to see some of our last games, and we could officially sit at the senior window, but our school year was cut short. We didn't know that March 13th would be our last day at school. If so, we would have hugged our favorite teachers, taken hundreds of snaps, and opened our lockers one more time. We would have made sure to take in our last day at Oxford High School. Who knew that the class of 2020 would be the class to get quarantined through our senior trips, our senior DECA championship, the rest of our athletic season, and our senior clap out? We missed lots of laughs, but I'm missing lots of laughs we started creating first. We're the first class to have the Oxford Stadium lights turned on in honor of us. We're the first class to have our graduation signs running along the Oxford Road. We're the first class to pick up our cap and gown in front of the whole staff with the celebration. And we're the first class to get kicked out of school by virus. Even though we're finished with school, we just started the beginning of a new life, a fresh start, and our own chapter where we write it. Like Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it happened, and others make it happen. And to my fellow classmates, we are the others. We make it happen. I have big expectations for our class. We're going to make a difference in this world. Thank you, Oxford High, for making me feel like I'm part of the community. In class of 2020, we made it.
That was an outstanding job.
Thank you.
That was an outstanding job. We've made an addition to this year's ceremony, and we are going to recognize the Helen Smith and George Prince Awards, which go to the top male and female senior athletes. This year's Helen Smith and George Prince Award winners, if you can please stand when your name is called to be recognized, include Sarah Tyrell and Trey Townsend. Two fantastic students who aren't just great athletes. They're great athletes, but they're great in the classroom. They're great to be around, and they're just really good human beings. We're going to miss you too. So next, we are going to do our honors recognition. And so I would like to recognize the top 25 scholars for the class of 2020. Would those students stand to be recognized? We will let those names pass on the board there, as we have many of our top 25 scholars spread throughout today's ceremonies. Very proud of everyone in attendance today. A lot of hard work from these young men and women. You can find our academic honors virtual award ceremony online on our district website, as well as the district's Facebook page, where you can get all of the specifics, all the accolades, and all the awards many of our students, including our top 25 scholars, have earned leading up to their senior year. Again, very proud of all of their hard work. Next, I would like to introduce our salutatorian. This year's salutatorian is Trevor Wallace. He is graduating summa cum laude and top scholar. He will be earning his IB diploma. He has earned a seal of biliteracy. He has been a member of our National Honor Society. He is one of two to earn the Individuals in Society Department Senior Award. And Trevor Wallace will be attending the University of Michigan this fall. Big round of applause. Next is our valedictorian. This year's valedictorian is Madison Cutler. She is graduating summa cum laude and top scholar. She will be earning her IB diploma. She has earned a seal of biliteracy. She also has earned the Individuals and Society Department Senior Award. And Madison Cutler will be attending the University of Michigan this fall. Big round. At this time, Madison is going to deliver her valedictorian speech.
First off, I want to thank everyone for coming today and commend my classmates, teachers, and staff for being so strong and loving to our community during this time. I could talk about all of the valuable education we've gotten, which we have, but most of the time I get caught up in the mindset that high school breeds unhealthiness. For some, it's habits like staying up until 3 a.m. just to drink a Tim Hortons iced coffee 4 hours later, spreading rumors when we know we shouldn't, or being more worried about what's on social media or on our report cards than the state of our mental health. For me, it was binge eating entire sleeves of Oreos and bags of candy if I got a B on a test, but then the next day being just as upset that I wasn't as pretty as the other girls in my class. While many of these things could get better for students if we work on them, social and academic struggles will exist as long as high schoolers do. What we can do is be proud of ourselves for getting through it. We can be proud from learning from these experiences and being ready to use that knowledge in the future. For many, high school manifests into the feeling that they aren't good enough to fit in. Not the right race or sexuality, not wealthy enough, not thin enough, but not too thin either. Not the right learning style or music taste or preference in Saturday night activities. It feels like since we're all so different, we must be doing something wrong. But what I have actually learned from high school is how amazing it is that we are all different. I used to feel left out because I didn't like going to Saturday or Friday night football games. But now I can just enjoy the photos of the people smiling, knowing it's their happy place and just not mine. The beauty in our high school is a marching band that I've seen make people feel like they have an unconditional family, a family of unconditional love and support. The beauty is sports of which players are bouncing around in their seats all day because they're so excited to get on the field with their team. Oxford's beauty is everyone's different favorite classes and what makes them passionate about a certain field or profession. Oxford's beauty is our differences. We have clubs and programs that make people feel like someone finally understands them. It's beautiful that everyone is ready to get out and change the world in their own individual way. Now that we are supposedly grown up, we have to seek out new places and people that make us feel like we belong, because we all do. Throughout the past year, and especially recently, I have learned to stop thinking about high school as something to get away from, and have started to see the amazing things that give us friendship, purpose, and reason. I see students spending their entire lunch talking about how much they love a certain staff member or teacher, how that person makes them feel seen and supported. I've seen students genuinely complimenting each other when they walk into class, just because they can. We can learn from the beauty in each person's individual experience, and I believe the class of 2020 has. In finding the places and people that make us feel loved, we can also respect the different experiences of others who are just trying to do the same thing. We have lived in a world of diverse faces, values, and interests, and built beautiful relationships out of it. We must continue to live this way. And for being strong enough to do that for these past 4 years, I thank our teachers and staff, I thank our families, and I congratulate all of us. Thank you.
And now it's time for the presentation of the Oxford Cup. Since 1930, the Oxford Cup has been awarded annually at the Oxford High School commencement ceremony to the senior or seniors at the top of the graduating class in scholarship who have shown the best all-around development. The selection of the top male and female senior student is made by the junior class, senior class, and members of the high school faculty based upon academic proficiency, well-balanced development, and superior school citizenship. First, I'm going to announce the top 5 female finalists. If you can hold your applause until the end. Ladies, if you can stand when your name is called. First, Aaliyah Diamond, Sarah Tyrell, Sophia Miller, Jenna Adama, and Paige Miller. Thank you, ladies. And now I'd like to announce the top 5 male finalists. Same instructions. First, Drew Carpenter, Scott Masterson, Dane Van Almen, Logan Nix, and Trey Townsend. 5 outstanding gentlemen. The recipients of the Oxford Cup for 2020 are Sarah Tyrell and Dane Van Almen. Sarah is joining us on stage here, and we're going to pause for a few photo opportunities. Sarah and Dane, who's joining the next session, were the first 2 in 90 years to be presented with the Oxford Cup at their doorstep in front of their family, and just watching the reaction on everyone's face was priceless. So you're the first of many in 90 years to get that on your doorstep, and we know that was really special because you and Dane are 2 special students. So we're gonna step in front and get some photos here, okay? PM Dane Van Almen, your male Oxford Cup winner. I'll switch you over a little bit. Now I'd like to draw your attention back to the scoreboard where Oxford High School Jazz Band, led under the direction of Mr. John Hill, will be performing What I'd Say. have an awesome jazz band. Well, class of 2020, it's been an absolute pleasure and an honor watching you grow for the last 3 of your 4 years as your high school principal. You have such a bright future ahead of yourselves, and we are so proud of everything you've accomplished while at Oxford High School. Our lasting memory of this graduating class is not going to be the pandemic. It'll be there, but you will be remembered for so many different reasons first. Mostly, it will be your school spirit, your passion, and your involvement. Few other classes have screamed louder at competitions, our pep assemblies, and our school events. Few other classes have given your level of devotion towards representing Oxford High School with such pride, and we love that about you. This came out most clearly in each of our programs, our clubs, our organizations, and our athletic teams. You took advantage of every opportunity you were provided, giving us, the faculty, a greater sense of purpose to support you. We all try to inspire our students in different ways, but you have inspired us. Even though we are your teachers, we have learned so much from you and have been very fulfilled watching you grow and develop. I know you may not feel like it, but you are indeed the chosen class for such a time as this. Never has a graduating class been called to step into the future with more purpose, vision, passion, energy, and hope. And we are certain of one thing on this day, and that is that you will not let us down. So please continue to inspire us. I encourage all of us to capture the 4 wonderful years most have spent together rather than the disappointing last 3 months. There are far too many wonderful moments you've shared together. If the early end to our school year has taught us anything, it has been to live in the moment. Be thankful for what you have and be thankful for those who have been a positive influence on your life. Because we sometimes forget what we have until it's gone. Most of us dwell on the past or worry about the future, and we forget to live in the now, enjoying the moment, being present, and being appreciative and grateful for life. You are about to embark on the most memorable years of your life, where you will develop into the person that you were meant to be. Please, don't forget to pause, enjoy the scenery, and take it all in. There is nothing we value more than the relationships we have built with you and the relationships we have watched you build among each other. This awareness has certainly been heightened, and we will always cherish the moments that we have spent together. We are so very proud of you, and we can't wait to see what your future holds. Nothing places a brighter smile on our face than when we hear about our previous graduates' accomplishments. You are absolutely the pride and joy of our community. Regardless of what the next chapter holds for each of you, you will forever represent Oxford Community Schools. You will always represent our community as a whole, and we wouldn't want it any other way. We love you, class of 2020, and never forget, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. All right, you guys want me to give one more speech, or do you want to do the diploma passing? All right, the moment you've been waiting for. This is the presentation of the diplomas. So on behalf of the Board of Education, I'll be serving that capacity this afternoon. Having met all of the requirements set forth by the state of Michigan and the Board of Education of Oxford Community Schools, Oxford High School administration and staff now confidently present the graduating class of 2020.
Savannah Grace White.
Graduating summa cum laude, Brianna Marie Beetham.
Jordan Kenneth Michael Rodier.
Graduating magna cum laude, Cameron James Mumbrew.
Ethan Thomas Perkins.
Graduating cum laude, Marissa Grace Cornell.
Sabrina Marie Kirk.
Graduating magna cum laude, Ethan Joshua LaRock.
Alex Joseph Zamuda.
Ethan Pearson.
Graduating with honors, Philip Cooper Ludwig.
Graduating summa cum laude and top scholar, Andrew Peter Marshall.
Ethan Lavelle Brennan.
Graduating magna cum laude, Jacob Andrew Morrison.
Graduating summa cum laude from Oxford Schools Early College, Michaela Rose Broder.
Graduating summa cum laude, Anne Elizabeth Cobble.
Kyle Joseph Gerstenberger.
Tyler James Proctor.
Brendan Michael McGeen.
Graduating summa cum laude with a seal of biliteracy, Cameron Grace Royster.
Graduating summa cum laude, Julia Kitakakara James.
Christian Liebig.
Graduating magna cum laude, Seth E. Christensen.
Wesley J. Davey.
McKenna Rose Murphy.
Gavin Dunn Saddam.
Graduating with honors, Nevaeh Nicole Hall.
Graduating cum laude, Logan Daniel Praise.
Jillian Susan Hagberg.
Graduating as an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Matthew Alexander Garner.
Mehul Sharma.
Carly Michelle Doyle.
Ayan Qureshi.
Lauren Elise Kula.
Chloe Jean Schultz.
Linan Lee LaFave.
Marissa Ariel Mary Vitone.
Melissa Mary Basaviches.
Graduating summa cum laude, Lauren Elizabeth Phelps.
Graduating cum laude, Emma Frances Corbelis.
Jacob Matthew Konarski.
Connor Allen Mobley.
Terry Raymond Scully.
Graduating summa cum laude, Kyle Robert Smigowski.
Keegan Alexander Letford.
Katie Violet Morris.
Carter Charles Pollard.
Graduating with honors from Oxford Schools Early College, Chase Anthony Bowes.
Bryson Alexander Harris.
Ethan Giles Holt.
Margaret Elizabeth Pill.
Graduating with honors, Brock Richard Heilig.
Graduating cum laude and Oxford Schools Early College candidate Isabel Camille Frechette.
Javier Antonio Vialta Lozano.
Graduating magna cum laude from Oxford Schools Early College, Adele Marie Frechette.
Jonathan Caleb Carmichael.
Larissa Hollingsworth.
Graduating cum laude Lillian K. Ripito.
Mason Richard Hamilton.
Brendan Sebastian Gardner.
Matthew James Pullman.
Lila Rose Kimball.
Mariah Lynn Grinnell.
Sarah Elizabeth Flanagan.
Graduating summa cum laude as a top scholar and an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Peyton Faith Kracharski.
Lillian Cora Joy Wood.
Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar and an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Olivia Rose Soul.
Graduating summa cum laude, an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Ella K. Nash.
Graduating summa cum laude as a top scholar and seal of biliteracy recipient and an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Samantha Ann Malinich.
Kennedy Sincere Ford.
Joshua J. Sean Noble.
Graduating cum laude, Rachel Lynn Hoffman.
Ariana Rosario.
Jackie Lynn Saint Amour.
Marley Rain Marshall.
Elizabeth Ruth Murphy.
Graduating with honors, Jaden Christopher Corbin.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Rayenna Rain Sutton.
Aiden Oscar Fandino.
Graduating summa cum laude and Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Mia Nicole McMahon.
Mackenzie P. Switchras.
Cheyenne Storm Ross.
Graduating summa cum laude, Nathan Michael Schilling.
Graduating summa cum laude, Myra Alejandra Sedano Rodriguez.
Graduating summa cum laude and an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Stella Margaret Parker.
Graduating summa cum laude and with the seal of biliteracy, Alberto Ayala.
Rowan Vaughn Robertson.
Joshua James Scott Rapoon.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Darren Christopher Chernowski.
Michaela Renee Stickney.
Hannah Marie Watson.
Riley Grace Ayers.
Mia Annabelle Brigelin.
Cora Lynn Thomas.
Graduating summa cum laude, Emily Ruth Healy.
Graduating cum laude, Madison M. Spiz.
Graduating cum laude, Jasmine Nicole Jenkins.
Graduating magna cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Savannah Marie Sterner.
Graduating cum laude, Frank Howard Kasica.
Graduating magna cum laude, Alyssa Ann Gilpin.
Chloe Sophia Joanne Sibrel.
Graduating summa cum laude, Bryn Hannah Pierce.
Graduating summa cum laude and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Rhea Graywall.
Nicholas Andrew Morowski.
Charlotte Isabella McKenzie.
Graduating summa cum laude, Ella Jean Brzezinski.
Brittany Rodriguez.
Skylar Alexandria Safirian.
Graduating with honors, Erin Kathleen Dinan.
Laura Edna Vokes.
Alexandra Rose Sayu.
Shaprasa Jokai.
Robert Allen Abbott.
Stefania Sosa Rodriguez.
Graduating with honors and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Gavin Russell Champagne.
Haiti Denise Aponte.
Garrett Dean Kerr.
Graduating with honors and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Taylor Monet Bishop.
Ardmore Isidro Marlick.
Luz Maria Barrera.
Graduating summa cum laude and from Oxford Schools Early College, Logan Nix.
Zachary David Galecki.
Graduating cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Jonathan Cole Moore.
Solon Lawrence Lewis.
Graduating cum laude, Aaron Henry Hughes.
Jaden Alexander Hooper.
Adam James Sweet.
Graduating summa cum laude and International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Caleb Evan Watson.
Tyler Kadari Douglas.
Maxwell Scott Charlton.
Joseph Calvin Cabanis.
Isabel Joy Atchison.
Joshua Evan Floyd McDade.
Janella Ashlyn Quinn.
Michael Christopher Houston.
Leon Ariana Rianne Fouts.
Graduating with honors, Jonathan Leroy Cade.
Jarius Trevor Aaron.
Delancey Lamar Reed.
Ariana Marie Fox.
Dylan Douglas Polkinghorn.
And graduating with honors, Nathan Jokic.
Graduating with honors, Finian Paul Murray.
Graduating with honors, Sean Michael Sherman.
Graduating with honors, Alejandro Luis Aguilar.
Carson Allen Terrian.
Graduating with honors, Daniela Hernandez Guardado.
Logan Christopher Thompson.
Yadira Frausto.
Graduating summa cum laude, Jelani Malik Charles Strong.
Graduating from the Oxford Schools Dance Conservatory, Jasmine Renee Claudio.
Graduating with the Seal of Biliteracy, Omar Eduardo Delgado.
Alexandra Janet Lainez Espinal.
Graduating with honors and the Seal of Biliteracy and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Owen Gabriel Deli.
Danielle Emily Haskey.
Brian Alexander Calixto.
Gwyneth Love.
Christopher Aaron Escalante.
Autumn Rose Dalton.
Dylan Thomas Brown.
Graduating summa cum laude, Bernice Hernandez Herrera.
Eduardo Davila Solis.
Graduating summa cum laude, Alora Davis Reed.
Nathan James Bourne.
Graduating with honors, Madeline J. Makowski.
Leonel Castaneda Renteria.
Graduating magna cum laude, Fiona Bucari.
Marin Christopher Terrell Valdez.
Graduating cum laude from Oxford Schools Early College, Nicola Jade Sharp.
Tony Pasillas.
Graduating cum laude, Kinsey M. Jones.
Graduating as an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Cooper Reese Spring.
Nicholas Marco Rapatis.
Carson Allen Petoskey.
Christian Dion Mihalovich.
Graduating with honors, Rachel Paige Goike.
Nolan Thomas Rapatis.
Abigail Nicole Winnemaki.
Shane Christopher Thomas Ross.
Graduating magna cum laude with the seal of biliteracy and is an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Caitlin Ann Ferguson.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Selena Ingrid Langfeld.
Graduating summa cum laude and Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Emma Elizabeth Walters.
Graduating summa cum laude from Oxford Schools Early College, Carla Elka Langfeld.
Graduating summa cum laude, Antonia Danielle Vaccaro.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Elizabeth Claire Grabowski.
Graduating summa cum laude and Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Alexis Marie Stewart.
Graduating summa cum laude and as a top scholar, Michaela Marie Heyman.
Graduating summa cum laude and a top scholar, David James Moore.
Graduating summa cum laude, Isabella Elizabeth Damer.
Joshua Terrence Overton.
Graduating summa cum laude and as a top scholar, Annalise Maeve Wojciechowski.
Graduating with honors, Jane Marie Tucker.
Graduating cum laude, Catherine Isabel Middleton.
Graduating cum laude, Caleb James Hollenberg.
Graduating summa cum laude, Jenna Michelle Adama.
Jacob David Albrecht.
Graduating cum laude, Hunter Jacob Chapin.
Graduating cum laude, Avery Ryan Lavender.
Evan Clayton Covert.
Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar with the seal of biliteracy and as an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Summer Lee Bell.
Graduating with honors, Rachel Lee Witt.
Graduating summa cum laude and Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Aaliyah J. Diamond.
Graduating summa cum laude and as top scholar with the seal of biliteracy and International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Kate Elizabeth Seville.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Caitlin Ann Gata.
Ryan Michael McMahon.
Graduating summa cum laude and a top scholar, Lauren Alexis Methner.
Graduating summa cum laude with the seal of biliteracy and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Thomas Michael Giberson.
Graduating magna cum laude, Lauren Grace Mauser.
Graduating cum laude with a seal of biliteracy and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Zan Ayub Kambadi.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Ashley Diane Brandt.
Graduating summa cum laude as a top scholar with the seal of biliteracy and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Max Connor Jensen.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Carter Skiles Goacki.
Graduating magna cum laude, Luciano Daniel Sinio.
Kyle Joseph Kohansky.
Graduating magna cum laude and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Hayden Ezra Durant.
Graduating cum laude, Cassandra Ashley Darling.
Graduating summa cum laude, Ashley Marie Farrell.
Graduating with honors, Alexandria Grace Warzeka.
Graduating summa cum laude, Sydney Colleen Richter.
Graduating cum laude, Emily Lynn Bose Brodsky.
Graduating summa cum laude and a top scholar, Caitlin Olivia Perry.
Colton James Earhart.
Graduating summa cum laude, Ashley Claire Steffens.
Graduating cum laude, Mary Elizabeth Reynolds.
Graduating summa cum laude, Alyssa Rose Kessler.
Catherine Elaine Daly.
Graduating summa cum laude with the seal of biliteracy and a member of the Oxford Schools Dance Conservatory, Hannah Rose Valley.
Graduating with honors, Lauren Alyssa Huff.
Daniel David Alexander Mitchell.
Graduating summa cum laude and Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Sage Elizabeth Bracco.
Graduating with honors, Cody James Shadowski.
Shane Michael Zinger.
Graduating summa cum laude, John Owen Poulton.
Graduating summa cum laude with a seal of biliteracy and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Austin Jack Foster.
Graduating with honors, Kaylee Nicole Rogers.
Graduating magna cum laude, Lauren Ashley Johnson.
Grace Mia Nunez.
Graduating summa cum laude, Nicole Elizabeth Loda.
Marino Michael Bucci.
Graduating magna cum laude, Maya Abigail Bruno.
Hunter David Couture.
Graduating with honors, Chase Allen Moore.
Graduating cum laude from Oxford Schools Early College, Cooper Matthew Schill.
Graduating cum laude, Alexis May Tincher.
Graduating magna cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Jason Michael Grabowski.
Christopher Thomas Corcoran.
Graduating summa cum laude from Oxford Schools Early College, Alexander Mark Lundy.
Lucas Alexander Dixis.
Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Angeline Danielle Hanser.
Nathan Michael McMakin.
Tanner Anthony Stokes.
Graduating with honors, Corey Jonathan Schimmel.
Graduating with honors, Ryan Hunter Gervais.
Graduating summa cum laude, top scholar, International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Zachary Mason Allian.
Graduating cum laude, Gabriel Duran Debo.
Graduating summa cum laude and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Rebecca Faith Smiles.
Thomas John Smalley.
Graduating magna cum laude and International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Peyton George Nager.
Jacob Matthew Delata.
Graduating as an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Enzo Thor Cheragino.
Nicholas Carl Viviano.
Elizabeth Daniel Grant.
Graduating magna cum laude, Adam Michael Chisholm.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Emily Grace McClear.
Graduating with honors, Madeline Ann Weiss.
Graduating summa cum laude and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Bennett Bradley Fracker.
Graduating cum laude, Dylan Ronald Robinson.
Graduating cum laude, Garrett Russell Blaylock.
Ethan Thomas Robinson.
Graduating with honors, Benjamin Isaac Paul.
Graduating with honors, Luke Andrew Garland.
Madeline Suzanne Schneider.
Dylan Michael Reptoy.
Amelia Martine Ferguson.
Graduating cum laude, Drew Mitchell Carpenter.
Graduating cum laude, Skylar Allen Frederick.
Graduating summa cum laude, Nathan William Watt.
Graduating summa cum laude and a top scholar, Peter Jacob Buren.
Graduating cum laude, Lawrence Frank Townsend III.
Graduating cum laude, Samuel Stephen Madison.
Graduating summa cum laude, Gina Guy.
Graduating with honors, Owen William Gross.
Graduating summa cum laude, Gabrielle Lane Dingus.
Graduating summa cum laude with a seal of biliteracy and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Hamza Mustafa Ali.
Graduating summa cum laude, Emma Johanna Van Loon.
Graduating summa cum laude, John Charles Keller.
Graduating summa cum laude, Elsa Maria Clark.
Graduating summa cum laude, Valedictorian, top scholars, seal of biliteracy, and International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Trevor Stanley Wallace.
Graduating summa cum laude, Sarah Mary Tyrell.
Graduating summa cum laude, valedictorian, top scholar with the seal of biliteracy and as an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Madison Marie Cutler.
Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Eleanor Rose Delata.
Allison Marie DeRocher.
Graduating summa cum laude, Shelby Marie Mueller.
Michaela Rose Burr.
Katie Nicole Kovac.
Graduating summa cum laude and as a top scholar, Cassidy Joanne Chasen.
Nicole Kathleen Carnegas.
Lucas Turner Allen.
Sarah Gail Holswit.
Graduating summa cum laude, Francesca Rose McLeod.
Graduating with honors, Kate Josepha Drobnich.
Connor James Champagne.
McLaren Ann Coker.
Devin Tyler Stevens.
Kaylee Joe Colling.
Alexander Joseph Morehouse.
Kaylee Christina Zatorsky.
Austin Michael Penzine.
Julian Christopher Hodges.
Addison Christy Matz.
Graduating cum laude, Brian David Edwards.
Graduating summa cum laude, Jack Thomas Cady.
Graduating summa cum laude, Ryan Childers.
Graduating summa cum laude and a top scholar, Sam Harper Huller.
Benjamin Petrovich Erskine.
Graduating summa cum laude, Jacob Stephen Fearley.
Graduating with honors, George Brian Trabajal Gaba.
Graduating summa cum laude, Alexander Samuel Weaver.
Jacob Ryan Wilsey.
Sean Michael McCarthy.
Paige Marie Beating.
Graduating cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Shane Paul Stobie.
Graduating summa cum laude and a top scholar, Andrew James Wassell.
Graduating cum laude, Ethan Thomas Matson.
Michael Sebastiano Paese.
Graduating cum laude, Jordan Christopher Sosha.
Levi Jeffrey Wiggers.
Graduating cum laude, Sydney Anastasia Speck.
Graduating with honors, Garrett Nathan Heiler.
McKenna Ray Little.
Graduating with honors, Hannah Elizabeth Bruce.
Graduating magna cum laude, Jacob Reese Butterfield.
Graduating cum laude, Isabella Madeline Bean.
Graduating magna cum laude, Justin Jeffrey Sisson.
Shania Lene McAllister.
Graduating cum laude, Luke Max Acton.
Graduating cum laude, Mariah Amanda Luckett.
Zachariah Noel Barrows.
Corey Jean Nemi.
Justin Michael Powell.
Gabriel Ryan Karen.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Angelina Marie Cantini.
Hunter James Albert.
Graduating cum laude, Evelyn Gandarilla, Science Pardo.
Graduating summa cum laude, Emerson Amelia Lance.
Keegan Ray Nash.
Joseph Andruzzi Bertacini.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Kara Marie Lang.
Justin David Powers.
Graduating magna cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Annabelle Alexis Fisher.
Rex Jerome Mayette.
Brooke Michelle Hubert.
Logan Brooks Vachon.
Graduating cum laude, Thomas Atley Brightshoe.
Daniel Dwayne Persico.
Sarah Betty Lynn Weaver.
Graduating summa cum laude, Kayla Lynn Salevich.
Graduating summa cum laude, Austin J. Butkevich.
Graduating cum laude and Oxford Schools early college candidate, Megan Ellen Boren.
Alexis Carrington Lewis.
Graduating cum laude, Katerina Emma Demchevsky.
Graduating magna cum laude, Quinn Kayleanne Heyman.
Leah Marie Mutual.
Graduating cum laude, Esley Gayton.
Lauren Rose Braza.
Graduating cum laude and with a seal of biliteracy, Fatima Montanez.
Graduating cum laude, Alyssa Nicole Detone.
Graduating with honors, Joshua Daniel Herrera.
Graduating with honors, Nathan Emery Call.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Maddie Lynn Johnson.
Graduating magna cum laude, Brianna Lynn Meyer.
Graduating summa cum laude as a top scholar with the seal of biliteracy and an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Megan Ann Crone.
Sophia Victoria Paese.
Brittany Lee Martinez.
Maria Ann Wilson.
Graduating with honors, Jesse Robert Birch.
Brooklyn Marion Lee Smith.
Amelia Hermanson.
Aiden Harlan Mifsud.
Allison K. Kennedy.
Matthew Donald Wilson.
Graduating summa cum laude, Selena Eva Ataya.
Graduating cum laude, Liam Gabriel Houston.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Ashley Yvonne Weltick.
Graduating with honors, Byron Antonio Wolf.
Malia Marguerite Tenorio Pinter.
James Carlton Beach.
Graduating cum laude, Natalie Grace Morehouse.
Graduating cum laude, Samantha Julianne Belanger.
Matthew Joseph Calabro.
Katerina Ann DeCosmo.
Graduating summa cum laude and as top scholar, Ella Petrovich Erskine.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Ian Michael Kiefer.
Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar and with a seal of biliteracy, also an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Scott Blake Masterson.
Graduating summa cum laude, top scholar with a seal of biliteracy and an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Sloan Elizabeth Poppy.
Graduating summa cum laude, Simon James Arnold.
Graduating summa cum laude, Julia Grace DeLude.
Graduating summa cum laude, Alexa Brianne Warman.
Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Kiara Nicole Henry.
Graduating cum laude, Mackenzie Elizabeth Finley.
Graduating summa cum laude, Dana Joy Clark.
Zaria Daje Mune Levine.
Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Elizabeth Ann Hartman.
Jahan Abri Maxwell.
Graduating with honors and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Christina Alyssa Ackerman.
Graduating with honors, Cullen J. Hosking.
Graduating summa cum laude, Oxford Schools early college candidate and the winner of the Oxford Cup, Dane Arthur von Allman.
Joel Michael Munoz.
Graduating with honors and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Avery James von Allman.
Graduating with honors, Ryan Richard Sharp.
Graduating cum laude and Oxford Schools early college candidate, Nathan Chevy Gula.
Graduating summa cum laude, Shelby Lynn Wilmot.
Graduating cum laude and an Oxford Schools early college candidate, Bryce Sean Darren.
Graduating summa cum laude with a seal of biliteracy and a member of Oxford Schools Dance Conservatory, Kate Marie Wozniak.
Graduating summa cum laude, top scholar with a seal of biliteracy and an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Madeline Elizabeth Lukens.
Graduating cum laude, a member of the Oxford Schools Dance Conservatory and Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Layla Jolie Cipher.
Graduating summa cum laude, Paige Michelle Miller.
Graduating magna cum laude, Drake Paul Kasperzak.
Graduating summa cum laude, top scholar with a seal of biliteracy and an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, Kendall Elizabeth Losey.
Graduating magna cum laude, Clayton Allen Willis.
Graduating summa cum laude, Sophia Ann Miller.
Connor Ryan Finnerty.
Graduating magna cum laude, Caitlin Laura DeGaspero.
Carly Elizabeth Buchanan.
And graduating summa cum laude and Oxford Schools Dance Conservatory, Alexa Grace Moravsky.
Said, I would like to invite up to the stage representing Oxford High School's student leadership for the changing of the tassel, Kinsey Jones.
Fellow graduates, please stand. Completing all educational requirements for both the state of Michigan and Oxford Community Schools, and honoring tradition as well as symbolizing our passage from youth and our accomplishments. Will you please join me in turning your tassel from the right side to the left? Congratulations to the newest alumni of Oxford High School.